Good morning, student. I am Mrs. Rushali Chaudhary, lecturer, Praveen Patil, College of Diploma Engineering and Technology. Welcome to the engineering. I am going to teach you basic science chemistry, subject code 22102. It is applicable to the all branches of a engineering field for the semester 1. Why chemistry is required for engineering? Chemistry is the branch of science that deals with the elements, and elements are the building block of everything. Engineering is an applied science, and it will not be worth if engineer has no ample knowledge about these building blocks. Chemistry is a basic things. It is a part of a Here we will observe various products which is obtained from the chemistry. What are that? Without that, life is not possible. In a everyday life, chemistry is used for the cooking. Batteries. Without mobile, how you are going to survive? The mobile living on the batteries. Food, paper, pills, whatever the pharmaceutical, medicines, that is based on the chemistry. Soap made up from the chemical reactions. Petrol, your car, bike, vehicles which is working on a petrol. Concrete, where we are staying in a construction, our homes, houses and buildings are made up from the concrete. Plastic, from the mobile towards the pen, towards the cloth, all things are made up from the plastic. Clothes, we require, these are the daily requirements. Crackers, papers, chemistry is important. All are derived from the chemical reactions, so we cannot ignore the chemistry. Without chemistry, engineering is incomplete. Engineering chemistry, it is a applied science. An aeronautical engineer must have to think about a material which is a lighter and a stronger, so he can fly easily in a space. So alloys are developed. Aluminium is a lighter metal, but their alloy duralumin is more lighter, more stronger, more tougher, that is used to make aeroplanes. Civil engineer must know about the nature of a concrete, nature of a structure for stability its stability. So we have to use such a material which is having a stronger durability. We have to use a water which should not cause a corrosion of construction. An electronic or electrical engineer has to know about the electronics, conductions, magnetic nature. Did you observe whatever the computer laptops we are using 20 years back, they are quite big in a size, but today we are using the smartwatch, smartphones, they are very smaller. That is possible only by using a chemistry. In a chemistry they use nanomaterials so that size of the batteries are decreases. A mechanical engineer has to have an idea about materials and fuels for better efficiency. Even for the medical science, agriculture is based on a chemistry. Water is the essence of life. It is need for the every field. So whatever the fraction, whatever water usable through our earth is only 70%. To make it usable, engineer must have to know its property, pollutant, harmful consequence of pollution, and how to treat that. Toxicity, ozone depletion, global warming, biodiversity loss, etc., has turned the whole world's future into the dismal, dangerous condition. It is a high time for us and all engineers to read chemistry to save the future. Why? Therefore, chemistry is introduced in your syllabus. The diploma engineers, technologists have to deal the various materials and machines. This basic science course is designed that some fundamental information to help the technologists apply the basic concept and principles of physics and chemistry to solve broad-based engineering problem. We must know which is a insulating material, which is a conducting material. That we will get idea from the chemistry. This is required for the basic things. If we are going to manufacture or we are using the electric plugs, we are switching off the plugs. That time we should keep our hands dry. Why? If it is there is a water on your hand, there is a chances of the shock. So water is conductor of electricity, so make the surface bad conductor. That is the basic things we are used in everyday life. To study the basic principles of science, the concept related to various materials such as metals, alloys, inorganic salts, polymers, lubricant, paint, varnishes, adhesive, heat, electricity. It will help us to understand the technology course where emphasis on the application of these in a different technology applications. These are the field where the chemistry is must. Atmospheric science, whatever the pollutant present in an atmosphere. Chemical engineering, to make a different types of polymer, different types of plastics. Environment, solid state physics, forensic science, biochemistry, medicines to form medicines, agricultural science to get a higher yield of a crop. Chemistry is required to develop a new medicines. We are going to find out new medicines or the vaccine for the coronavirus. For that we must understand what is the chemistry of that which is going to kill that virus. We have to find out a virus or the chemical which is going to kill that virus and make us safe or protect from that. The course outcome of this syllabus is apply the catalysis process in an industry, use the corrosion preventive measures in an industry, use relevant engineering materials in an industry. First outcome, catalysis process. What is the catalysis? A substance which increases rate of reaction. It's called as catalysis. Second course outcome, corrosion is a big problem we are facing in a everyday life. Even the metal sockets or the your mobile socket, sometimes it is not showing properly charging because whatever the metal pin used there, that get corroded due to the atmospheric. So we have to use preventive technology so corrosion will not happen. We are using different materials from insulators to polymers, adhesive to make your instrument more stronger, more durable. That we are going to learn in the third chapter. Teaching scheme here, 4 lectures, 2 lectures for chemistry, 2 lectures for the physics, practical, 2 hours practical of physics, 2 hours practical of chemistry. Board paper will be 70 marks, 1.5 hour. That is the objective type. Progressive and assessment. There are 2 unit tests, 10 marks and 10 marks for the micro project. Total theory carries the 100 marks, 70 for the external examination, 30 for the internal examination. Practical exam, end semester exam carries the 50 marks, progressive assessment carries the 50 marks, total 100 marks are there. Syllabus, first chapter, chemical bonding and catalysis. Here we will learn different types of chemical bonds form and their properties and application. Second chapter, metal corrosion, its prevention, how the metal get corroded, factors which is increasing rate of corrosion and how to prevent metal from corrosion. In electrochemistry we will learn conversion of chemical energy into the electric energy and electric energy into the chemical energy, their applications, how that is used for making the batteries. Third chapter, paint, varnishes, insulator, polymers, adhesive, lubricant. These are the material additionally used to get a smoother function of a machines. That is called as a engineering materials. We are going to start with the first chapter, chemical bonding catalysis. Course outcome is apply the catalysis process in industry. Before the apply the catalysis process, we must understand the chemical bonds. There are metallic bond, ionic bond and a covalent bonds we are going to learn. What is the chemical bond? Did you observe there are two substances here? First, we are using in our day-to-day life. This is the common salt called as namak. This is the shakkar, sugar. Did you observe both appearance is having a same white granular powder, but chemically they are totally different. Properties are different. Taste is also different because the constituent atoms elements are different, composition bond is different. So this chapter help us to understand the shape of molecules, properties of substance, and design and build a molecule with a particular sets of chemical and physical properties. Thank you so much.